Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It is Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. I know I did. Olive and I destroyed my wallet for Record Store Day, but it was well worth it. And now we are in the home stretch right here, right now. The NFL draft kicking off on Thursday night. Brian Gutekunst had his pre-draft press conference earlier this morning, which, whoo, baby, all sorts of new records for saying a lot of words without saying anything. Oh, there's a little hints of things here and there, obviously. Nothing too revealing, which is by design, of course, but always good to hear from the general manager of the Green Bay Packers, who indicated that, yes, there is one final draft meeting to be held at 1265 Lombardi this evening, Monday night, and then lock up the draft board until Thursday. The hay is almost in the barn, meaning the board will be set. Guys will be done moving, possibly up, down, a spot here or there, all the fine tuning, signing off on all of that tonight. Final draft prep meeting. Exciting times. And then we've just got like what? Tuesday, Wednesday, all day Thursday to wait until Thursday night when we kick off our live stream coverage right here on Cheesehead TV's YouTube channel. All 3 days of the draft, I'll be here on the YouTube channel. Thursday night, Corey will be downtown in Green Bay at the Lyric Room. Got plenty of information on the website, description of this video. Make sure you check it out if you're in the Green Bay area. It's $5 to get in and carry the G beer specials. We got raffles. We got artwork. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tons of Packers fans and Corey to hang out with. All of that will be live streamed as part of our live stream coverage. I'll be here in New York in the Cheesehead TV podcast room for all 3 days. So I hope you'll join me here on the YouTube channel as we get to find out finally who the newest members of the Green and Gold are going to be. A lot of fun, always a good time. Patreon members, Carry the G Club members, you are, as always, welcome to join us for our live stream coverage. Information will be on your respective pages starting on Thursday and then each day thereafter. I put up a little blurb about it on the pages today to get you guys ready. It's going to be a lot of fun, always a good time. Soder, I know you'll be there. Looking forward to it. Hope everyone's doing well. Good to see everybody in the comments section. People mixing it up already. We got a couple super chats right out the gate. We got Cheesehead Joey. What's up, man? We did it, Aaron. Draft week. Let's do this. Oh, buddy, I am so here for it. I can't wait. I will say, I am extremely excited about the NFL draft, about the Packers selecting new players. One of the things that Brian did indicate today is, you know, don't be surprised if they not only take 11 players, currently have 11 selections in this year's draft, but he could possibly trade down at times and collect more selections, up to maybe 13, 14. There are going to be a lot of new Packers to welcome into Green Bay. A lot of guys to take a deep dive on. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited about it. Joe, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. 7 Packer 2023 picks, 7 of the first 8 were on Cheesehead TV Big Board. Van Ness, Musgrave, Reed, Brooks, Kraft, Wooden, Wicks. What's the over-under for 2024? I'm really glad you pointed that out because I'm still kind of smarting from the Quay Walker pick a few years ago when he was the selection at 22. And one of the very first comments on our live stream was he's like number 7 or something on your linebacker board on the draft guide. So it's good to see that we're improving our hit rate, as it were. Over under for 7 of the first 8, man, I'll be shocked. It's rare that, you know, anything outside of the building locks up so kind of lockstep with the guys and gals in the building. So I'll take the under. I'll take the under on that one. Jeezy baby, what's up, man? Who is more likely to fumble the draft, Vikings or Bears? My guess is both. Go Pack go. Bears still suck. Vikings plastic franchise. You are spot on all of those assessments. Of the two, I gotta be honest. I'm thinking the Bears. I mean, you know, both franchises obviously at huge turning points. The Bears, I mean, if you're Ryan Poles, you got to get this draft right. You got to make this selection right. Caleb Williams has to be the answer. I mean, there is no more excuses. You got to do it. You got to start winning. Um, with the Vikings, it's like, you know, I think they've been kind of carving a road to this point. Obviously, we all expect them to jump up and get a quarterback, who that might be. It's really, you know, a mystery. But yeah, of the two that I trust more to fumble it, it's the Bears, definitely. Mike, thanks for the super chat, man. Hey, Nags. Ramage said he might stop by and see Corey Thursday night. Don't know why, but I have a gut feeling we're trading up Thursday. Are those two things related? Feels like they might be. I don't know, man. Are you saying that the gut feeling is that Ramage will be there when they trade up? Reminds me of being on the floor of Radio City after the Packers had selected BJ Raji, and I was walking around in the back, and then suddenly the announcer said, "The Green Bay Packers have traded up with the New England Patriots and are now on the clock." And I had to haul ass from the back by the lobby, Radio City, down to my seat to get ready for the Packers pick. Good times, man. Good times. She said, "Joey, what's going on? Forgot my random Packer. How about Swervin' Irvin?" Nice. Oh, good callback, man. That is a nice one. That's someone I don't think has been utilized yet. So well done. Mimsy, how you doing, man? Thanks for the super chat. Second son will be born Thursday. Name is in Goot's hands. Oh no. Oh, that poor child. Don't leave it in Goot's hands. You gotta come up with something before then. You gotta know. Come on now. You hearing Vikings going after Justin Herbert? Any truth to it, John? I did see that swirling. I believe that is due to Antonio Brown. No, no truth to that. But it's a lot of fun. It is definitely lying season. So good times. Greg Brockmiller, thanks so much for the super chat. New drinking game. Every time the crowd boos Goodell, take a shot. Every time the Cowboys fan yells, "This is our year," take a shot. No thanks. I choose life. I don't want to be passed out under the table like halfway through the draft. Patrick says, doesn't matter whom the Bears draft, they have zero idea how to develop the QB position. I mean, here's the thing. You want to say new regime doesn't have anything to do with old regime, like new people in the building have nothing to do with the historic nature of the franchise. But damn, if it doesn't seem pretty true, right? They have exponentially, been around forever in terms of the National Football League, right? Their history goes back to the point where they are part of the oldest rivalry in the league. And yet, when it comes to quarterback milestones, they are, I mean, they have none. They legit, you talk about quarterbacks having thrown for 30 touchdowns in a season, just one time. It's never happened in Bears history. So you start thinking that just does feel like it's in their DNA, right? For a while, it felt like, okay, they knew the linebacker spot. Like, no question about it. That's where they could, no matter what happened, produce a good linebacker or, squad of linebackers. And even that is kind of dissipated a little bit. But man, if you talk about the anti Midas touch when it comes to the quarterback position, the Bears seem to have it. No doubt about it. Matthew, what's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat. Barton has been pegged as an inside guy. Doesn't feel too dissimilar from Jenkins and Tom. Have not seen him mocked as much since the Tom to center news. Yeah, I do think that's probably playing into it, but I don't think it should, Matthew. I think to your point, it's his versatility that really I would think would attract the Packers to him, and the fact that you could train him up at multiple spots and find out where he fits best in your offense. I don't think anything should preclude the idea of potentially putting him outside. I mean, he's played at a high level at the tackle spot. I know people have pegged him, like you say, to guard or center, but if he's allowed to compete, I mean, I don't think many people saw Zach Tom's kicking out to tackle when they drafted him. And that certainly has materialized, and he has played extremely well out there. So, I think people, the narratives, these are the narratives, right, that we get kind of captured in during the lead up to the draft because there's so much time and we have so much kind of space available to make content. So I think that's part of it, but you never know what they're thinking inside the building. And I'm with you. I do think there's a decent chance that they're looking at him a little differently than everyone on the outside. Ryan, thanks for the super chat, man. I agree with Mike Witt. Goot will move up. He very well could, but I say this, it feels like every week. Like every year we feel like this. Oh, I got a feeling that he's going to move up. I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. I feel like, if anything, he's going to move down. But we'll see. I'll say all this, and he has a history. He has moved up in the first before. Can't rule it out, no doubt. Lindicky 12, that is an awesome handle. Thanks for the super chat. Random Packer, Dave Roller. Wow, you talk about a pull. John Barian, by the way, adding my Random Packer safeties, Johnny Gray and Steve Luke. That's some old school pulls today. I love it. Dan, thanks for the super chat, man. Random Packer, Jesse Whittington. Whittington's got the ball. Whittington's got the ball. See, that's how I know like this channel skews older. Like I know I'm 50-year-old weirdo up here chatting with you guys, and there is a very much younger crowd on Twitter, what have you. But man, the Cheesehead TV chat never fails. I absolutely love it. Craig, what's going on, man? What is the most cringe-worthy memory from any draft you've seen? When NFL Network started getting really stupid with their coverage and had like zoo animals announcing the picks rather than letting Mayock talk about the selections that had just happened. That's when the draft really jumped the shark as entertainment. Like jump the shark, get it? Just awful. Just freaking awful. Mike, what's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat. Hot take. Goot trades up for cornerback Terrion Arnold. I think that's one of the guys that Mark Oldacre's tabbed in his most recent video here on the channel if you want to check it out. And if he wants him, he's definitely going to have to go up and get him. Again, it is lying season, who knows? But the way Goody talked at the podium today, I'd be very, very surprised. I mean, it would take probably significant capital for him to do so. And I can't imagine he'd be in that kind of mood. But hey, man, stranger stuff has happened. Zachary, thanks for the super chat, man. Random Packers, Justin Harrell and Chad Clifton. Go Pack, go. Those are random. That's a random pairing. But hey, that's what makes it random, right? I like it. Pat, thanks for the super chat. Has Random Packer, has anyone mentioned Terry Glenn? I don't remember why, but I remember having high hopes for him. Oh, man. That was a huge move when they traded for Terry Glenn. I remember thinking he was going to tear it up with Favre, and that never really materialized. And I do believe someone has mentioned Terry Glenn like a long time ago, months ago. So I think you're good in bringing him up. Carrie, what's up, man? Here late representing Indiana, Northeast Indiana. Hey, Nags. What's up, Carrie? Hello from New York City. Hope you're doing well. How about when Drew Pearson rambled on and wouldn't leave the stage? See, Dennis, that wasn't cringy to me. I love that. I love it when the old heads get the mic. I'm all about that life. I'd much rather that than these stupid zoo animals. And I'm not anti-animal, but I am there to watch fucking NFL draft, not the Wildlife Channel. What's up, Bill? How you doing? Thanks for checking out the stream on Facebook. Appreciate you. Want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. No, I got them all. Okay, good. People get all upset if I miss the super chats. Can't have that. Dennis asks, most hated Minnesotan coming to the draft party? Well, most hated? Coming to the draft party? I understand it's probably a bit of a drive, but hey, the more the merrier. It's going to be a lot of fun. It does feel like it's going to be like Corey Banke, his family, and then Packers fans from literally all over the state. So that's going to be a party. And I'm really, the closer we get to Thursday night, the more jealous I am that I'm not going to be there. But someone's got to work, damn it. David, what's up, man? Do you think we go offensive line, first pick, safety, cornerback? And can I have a birthday shout out? Happy birthday. Hell yes. Should have led with that, dude. Happy birthday, man. Of course. Yes. Do I think it will be one of those O-line, safety, corner? Yes. I mean, clearly, I think offensive line is the leader in the clubhouse. It really depends how the board falls. There are a number of really excellent offensive tackle prospects and some other interior guys who can play up and down the line. I think that's the most likely. I think corner is probably also much more likely than safety just because of value. I think they will take a safety and probably two in this draft. I'll be very surprised if it's on day one. I think that will happen on day 2 or 3. Jason, thanks for the super chat, man. In a trade down scenario, how valuable is the 5th-year option? Random Packer Ken Rutgers. Fun fact, he was my college professor in Oregon. Oh, that's cool as hell. Ken Rutgers, man. Classic Packers player. As far as the 5th-year option goes, it's a selling point, right? It's one of the reasons teams like to jump up at the end of the first round to grab the quarterback so they can have that 5th year of control. I don't know that it's that valuable. I don't think it's mostly the reason that teams do end up trading back up into the first round. It's clear they like this player and they want to ensure they get him. They don't think he's going to drop to day 2, etc. But it's obviously a component. I think it's most valuable for a quarterback, right? If you can get that quarterback, and especially if he plays well and you can lock him in for 5 years, even with that fully guaranteed number in the 5th year, you're still way below the curve if he's playing at a high level, and you can go to town with the rest of your roster cap wise, right? So I do think at that position it becomes really much more valuable than, say, most of the skill positions, offensive line, etc. Though maybe some of the premier guys, the premium positions, corner, tackle, what have you, maybe it enters into the calculus a little bit more. But for the quarterbacks, I think is where it's most valuable. Mike, thanks again, man. Random Packer, Andre Bad Moon Rising. Absolutely love Andre Rising, man. What a classic. What a classic Rom Wolf move, right? Pick him up towards the end of the year, help go bring a title back to Titletown. That first touchdown in the Super Bowl. Come on. You can't. It's like if a Hollywood scriptwriter was like, okay, this is how it's going to go. You'd be like, that's a little unbelievable. It's just awesome. She said, Joey, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. Packers trading up for BJ Raji. They're gonna draft him again out of retirement. Is that what you're saying? I like it. You know what's funny? So here's my question, because he retired, right? And blah, 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 and then filed his papers. But if he decided to come back, I think the Packers would still own his rights. So maybe he could come back to camp. I mean, like, knock the rust off and maybe help up front along the defensive line. I'm here for it. Ryan, what's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat. Pat McAfee's draft pick announcement. No. I know Packers fans have a prickly relationship with Pat, but no, I thought that was awesome. I really did. I thought that was dope as hell. I love it. Anytime, like I said, anytime those veterans get up there and get to razz the opponents, I think it's great. Scott's random Packer is Paul Ott Caruth. Loved watching him play as a kid. No doubt about it. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to get going. I cannot thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please do me a monster favor and hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack, go.